All right, so we are now in part 10. So as I stated in the previous video, the mermaid came and it was going to try to take my voice. God revealed it to me, and how he revealed it to me, he showed me coming up out of the water like the little mermaid. My voice was coming out of my chest, out of my throat, and then it was being captured. So the spirit was trying to take away my voice. So 6 months later, that's when something was being put in my food that was causing my voice to be deeper than what it was, and I realized I was struggling, having trouble hitting these higher notes. But then something else took place where I ended up taking something and my voice ended up coming back to me. So I was able to sing, and I continued to keep singing for God. So then once that took place, because the devil was still trying to come from my voice, the devil decided that he was going to try to come from my hearing. So he was going to try to make me deaf. So that is why I had to stop listening to my music in my headphones. And I only, I always put my headphones on when I put my Bluetooth on, when I turn my Bluetooth speakers on, because I'm trying to protect my hearing, because there were people that were praying for me to lose my hearing. People of the church were praying for me to lose my hearing. And some people of the church were trying to warn me that there were some people in the church that was trying to pray against me and trying to cause me to lose my hearing. And I would sit there, and I always knew it, because I would sit there as I would go to some of the churches. And I would sit there and I would watch them and I would listen to them. And they did not know that I had the spirit of prophecy at the time. They did not know that I was a servant of God, a true servant of God at the time. So they did not know that the Holy Spirit was speaking to me. And I was watching these individuals and listening to these individuals pray for me to lose my hearing, so that I could not sing to God, because that is where God has caused me. That is a gift of mine that God has given me, to communicate with him when I don't have words, when I don't know what to say, when I don't feel like doing formal prayers, when I don't feel like just, being in my Bible like that. I sing to God and I communicate with him through my voice. And people realized this, and they started trying to take away my hearing because of it. And then they started trying to make me disabled. So they were trying to disable me by trying to the steroids or whatever that was being pumped into the food was causing me to struggle to walk. So by the grace of God, I'm able to walk to this day. I do not have any pain, but the devil was trying to take away my ability. And I know this because God revealed to me in Guam an x-ray vision of, it was like an x-ray image of somebody's hip being knocked out of place. And I did not know what it was at the time. And I'm trying to figure it out. And I told him, I talked to the apostle because I just got started. And he told me, he said, the story of Jacob. Are you familiar with that? I said, yeah, I heard of Jacob, but I wasn't that familiar with it. I wasn't in my Bible like that. I had just got started. Well, years later, what was happening when I started to feel that pain, I said, so I was supposed to be Jacob, and somebody was trying to disable me. I don't know whatever their reason was, trying to keep me from joining the military or whatever, but there was a lot of malicious intent behind it. What I know is that it was not ordained by God, which is why God showed it to me years ahead of time.